My journey started from a very young age, and I wasn't really aware of it. But when I was in grade 5, I now realized that 2 of my classmates had learning disabilities. And at the time, of course, in grade 5, I didn't know that. And they were often bullied in school, and I felt that I had this urge to defend them and also help them. So I spent my break times going over homework with them and helping them in general. One day when we were playing in the playground, the school principal visited, and the principal coming, we were all obviously scared, and she came towards me, and she had this big star in her hand, and she came and she pinned that star on my uniform. And I really didn't know what to say or what it was for. And she commended me and thanked me for my efforts of, what I was doing with those 2 classmates. And I can tell you, in front of all the kids, it really felt good at the time. And I think that more importantly, though, that really encouraged me to want to do more good. And as you can probably guess, volunteering played a central theme in my life moving forward. And so throughout my high school years, I volunteered at a school for children with special needs, and I taught mathematics. And as I grew older and through university and up until today, I continue to volunteer. Apart from the love of helping others, I always had this yearning to learn more about different cultures in different countries. I think that was partly due because of growing up in the UAE's multicultural society. From a young age, I interacted with people from over 200 different countries. And so internationalism played a central theme in my life, and it was probably the reason why I pursued a master's degree in international affairs at Columbia University in New York. And of course, that led to the establishment of Wyakum. Wyakum is a social enterprise that seeks to empower and equip Emiratis with the skills necessary to succeed in their professional lives. Wyakum means with you in Arabic, so together to a brighter future. To me, I was always inspired by Sheikh Zayed, the founder of the United Arab Emirates and the first president, may God rest his soul in peace, and his wife, Her Highness Sheikha Fatma bint Mubarak. To me, they were not just role models, but really teachers that taught us women in the UAE that we can really dream and dream big, and that everything is possible for us to achieve. And they gave us the courage and taught us that the first step forward would be education. So my journey, it really led me back to that first lesson of education, and that's why I founded Wyakum on Sheikh Zayed's quote, and that is that a country's greatest investment lies in building generations of educated and knowledgeable youth. Challenges and obstacles were never about being a woman, but rather I decided from earlier on to focus on how to power through those challenges as an individual and as a human being. I think a lot of it had to do with the confidence that my parents instilled in me at an earlier age. And I really believe your upbringing has a great impact on, what you become in the future. I had amazing mentors. And so I really believe in the power of mentorship. And I think that was what really led me to think about creating a platform for youth to also benefit, to also seek mentorship, because they would help them understand the skill sets that they would need to become more employable, the upcoming sectors, so they would pursue the right degrees, and really to take learning outside the classroom setting and into the real world. My advice in general actually is really take your time in deciding what you want to do with your life. And yes, it does sound cliche to say life is short, but it really is, and it really matters the legacy that you leave for other people and the mark that you leave in this world. So take your time, But once you make your decision and you choose your path, then you need to ignore all the noise around you and power through and continuously walk forward. I would also say that it's important to remain humble and never to lose faith or hope, and always remain patient. There's so much you can do, but the rest, it's really in the hands of God. One last thing would be to have a role model. I think it's important to have a role model, and believe it or not, the impact they can have on your life is quite profound. A lot of transformation has happened in the past few decades in the UAE, and in this short period of time, you can see that women have taken their meaningful place in all aspects of society. Today in the UAE, we have Emirati women that are ministers, ambassadors, cabinet members, and fighter pilots. And this was not seen as enough, so the UAE government decided to establish the UAE Gender Balance Council to further promote equality and opportunities for women in all aspects of the workforce. I believe it is genuinely up to us to together look at how we can create a world where women are able to achieve anything that they want and what they really truly deserve. And I think that is what motivates me every day to put in my own efforts and to contribute. And I think that every person can contribute in their own little way. And it's not just women, it's men and women together for a better future for all of us. After all, as it states in one of my favorite books, women are half the sky. And so we need to engage women, and it's to the benefit of us all. I believe that together we can do it, and it only can happen together. We need to set aside our backgrounds, religions, ethnicity, race, all of that needs to go. We need to act together as one, as human beings, and respect everybody else in the process. نحن كلنا قادرات مع بعض.